7 suspects were arrested in connection to multiple shootings in Springfield Wednesday night that wounded a police officer.
Some of them were in court this morning, and 22 News anchor Taylor Knight explains what happened in the courtroom.
We learned a lot more information today inside of the courtroom where 3 of those suspects were arraigned. A Hampden County District courtroom full of Springfield and state police showing support for Officer Nestor Santos, who was shot twice Wednesday night. Isaac Font, Alberto Torres, and Jamie Griffin pleading not guilty in connection to the crime. All of them held without the right to bail. They are 3 of 7 people arrested in connection to the violence. The Hampden County DA's office says Robert Willis III and Dwight Clark are in the hospital for injuries they got while trying to escape police during the ordeal. A 16 and a 17-year-old were also arrested. DA Anthony Gallooni told 22 News the Commonwealth plans to try them as adults.
This is not an underdeveloped country, right? This is Massachusetts. Let's do better.
This all began Wednesday night when Gallooni says Springfield police were monitoring social media because of increased gang violence in the city. The DA's office says officers saw known members of one neighborhood gang brandishing a gun on social media, and they went to investigate the area that they were in. That's when the DA's office says that Willis, Torres, and the 17-year-old drove by them in a Honda Civic on College Street and allegedly fired shots at the detectives. That car then allegedly leading police on a pursuit that ended in a crash on a ramp on 91. 2 Mass DOT workers were hit and a pregnant woman was rushed to the hospital after her car was crashed into. Then just minutes later, the DA's office says that Font, Clark, and the 16-year-old allegedly shot at an unmarked Springfield police cruiser using an AR-15 style rifle from inside of a Jeep, hitting the cruiser 5 times near the intersection of State Street and Hunter Place. The police were not hurt, but 22 News learned in court that an innocent bystander was grazed with a bullet while walking on State Street. That's when Officer Santos came across the shooting when he was on his way into work. The DA's office says that he was shot in the face and calf and is now recovering at a hospital in Boston. The Jeep was eventually found at a home on Randall Place. All 7 suspects were arrested. Police are still trying to figure out if the suspects knew they were shooting at police or not.
Is it worse that they were shooting into a car of unknown individuals that could have contained children? Or is it worse that they shot into a car knowing that it was undercover police officers? I mean, they're equally atrocious. They're equally reprehensible. They're equally unacceptable. And it's time that this community and all of us in government say this is unacceptable.
The 3 suspects that were arraigned today are expected to be back in court on June 13th. Working for you in Springfield, Taylor Knight, 22 News.
And 22 News has learned that 5 of the 7 suspects who were arrested have been previously arrested on gun charges. The DA's office says the 16-year-old that was arrested is currently out on bail in connection to another shooting. Gallooni told 22 News he's continuing to fight for bail reform that would give prosecutors the right to appeal a low bail, similar to how defendants can appeal a high bail, as well as a bill that would expand the list of offenses that can provide grounds for a dangerousness hearing.
But we have a small but extraordinarily dangerous percentage of individuals who fear not law enforcement, fear not police officers, fear not the criminal justice system, and they're intent on violence. And when you show that, you show your teeth, we've got to come back stronger and say, not in this community, not in Hampden County, not in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. This is not what we're going to tolerate. We're going to stop making excuses, and we're going to hold people accountable for wreaking havoc in this city or any other place in the Commonwealth. We're going to hold them accountable and say no.
But some opponents of this bail reform fear that it could give prosecutors too much power in the courtroom and would keep defendants in jail when they really shouldn't be.
Springfield police have given an update on the Springfield officers' condition on the Greg Hill show today as they stopped in Springfield and announced a fundraiser for the officers' family. Springfield police officer Nestor Santos, who was shot twice while driving to work Wednesday night, is recovering in a Boston hospital. Doctors say that he may lose vision in one eye and will need additional surgeries before he is released.
The doctors miraculously were able to save his eye. Vision might not be a possibility, but his prognosis has turned for the better.
The Greg Hill Foundation is matching all donations up to $7,500. If you want to get involved, visit the greghillfoundation.org. We have a link on our website.